Three games, 270 minutes. According to the rumor mill, that's all the time Ruben Amorim has left to save his Manchester United career. The clock's ticking, the pressure is mounting, and the old Trafford dream is quickly soaring into a familiar nightmare. After a chaotic start to his tenure, the boss patient is reportedly wearing thin. Now, a brutal three-match goallet against Brighton, Liverpool, and Manchester City looks set to decide his fate. This is more than just about the final score. It's a high-stakes fight for survival, where every single decision could be picked apart. We are here to break down what's on the line. So, how did it get this bad, this fast? Let's rewind. When Ruben Amorim was appointed in November 2024, he was billed as a tactical genius, the man who would finally give Manchester United a modern, aggressive identity. But the reality has been a whole lot messier. His first season ended with a hugely disappointing bottom half Premier League finish. The final bitter pill was a gut-wrenching defeat in the Europa League final against Nottingham Hotspur. A loss that booted United from European competition entirely. That promise of a new dawn has been totally eclipsed by the same old clouds of doubt. The team often looks disconnected. The results speak for themselves, and the media is starting to circle Amorim's go-to system. A demanding 3-4-2-1 formation has shown flashes of what could be, but it's been consistently let down by defensive mistakes and a squad that doesn't seem built for it. Publicly, Amorim insists the problem isn't the system, but the lack of intensity from his players. Behind the scenes, however, sources suggested the pressure has hit a boiling point and a clear, if unspoken, ultimatum has been delivered. Prove you are the right man in these next three games, or you are out. The challenge laid out before him is, to put it mildly, monumental. A tactical chess match against Brighton, a war of attrition with bitter rivals Liverpool, and a derby day showdown against Manchester City. Each one presents a unique and massive hurdle. At the heart of this whole saga is Amorim's tactical philosophy. He lives and dies by his 3-4-2-1 system. When it works, it is a fluid, aggressive machine. The three centre-backs need to be comfortable on the ball. The wing-backs act as the engine, providing width going forward and tucking in to create a back five when defending. The two midfielders are there to control the tempo, while the two attacking midfielders float behind the striker, looking to create overloads and press like mad. But here's the thing. Old Trafford isn't some perfect tactical laboratory. The system requires specific players that United frankly don't seem to have. The centre-backs have often looked clumsy in the build-up, forcing the team into hopeful long balls. The crucial wing-back roles have been a constant headache, with players like Mason Mount and Diallo reportedly being shoehorned into the position out of necessity, leaving them exposed. And most critically, the two-man midfield has been consistently overrun, leaving the defense with little to no protection. This is all reflected in team's poor defensive stats, a clear and red flag that the system is under serious strain. Amorim wants to play with power and intensity, but so far his team has only managed it in short, unsustainable bursts. First up is a home game against a very clever Brighton side. This will be a pure test of tactical nerve. Will Amorim stick to his guns, or will he show he can adapt? Brighton's fluid system is designed to pull formations apart, which is exactly what United has struggled with. To get a result here, Amorim has to fix his team's press. For weeks, it's been disjointed and easily bypassed. We might see his staff finally try to implement the pentagon shape we've had whispers about. This could involve the front five, the striker, two attacking midfielders, and two central midfielders, pressing as a single cohesive unit. The goal? To suffocate Brighton's build-up play and force them into the exact mistakes that United can capitalize on. If they can't get this right, it could be a long and painful afternoon. After Brighton is the trip to Anfield. Does it get any harder? A visit to Liverpool is always a massive test, but for a team struggling for confidence, it is a true trial by fire. This match won't just be a tactical battle, it will be a test of character. Can Amorim's system possibly stand up to one of the most fearsome attacks in the league? The biggest question mark is that the two-man midfield, if it gets overwhelmed again, Liverpool's forwards will have a field day running at the back three and the space behind. United's attack-minded wing-backs, you can bet, is already circled on Liverpool's tactics board. Amorim needs a plan to absorb immense pressure and crucially to keep his team's defensive shape from being pulled apart. A heavy defeat here could make his position untenable before the derby even kicks off. It could all come down to this: the final match, a home derby against Manchester City. With his job potentially hanging by a thread, this would be Amorim's ultimate test, going toe-to-toe with City, using his usual aggressive setup will be tactical suicide. This is where Amorim, the pragmatist, has to show up. We'll likely see the 3-4-2-1 on paper, but in reality, it may have to morph into a much more compact 3-5-2 when defending. That means dropping the wing backs deeper and tucking an attacking midfielder into the middle to stop the pivots from being outnumbered. The game plan will be simple: concede possession, defend the box for your lives, and pray you can strike on the counter-attack. A weak defensive stand and a sharp win will be career-defining, but another tactical misstep against the best team in the country will surely be the end. So, that's the gauntlet: a tactical test, a trial by fire, and a derby day judgment. What does he need from these 3 games? 1 win, 4 points, a spectacular performance even in a loss? Before we see how this all plays out, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below. What do you think Ruben Amorim needs to do in these 3 games to save his job? So, what's the bottom line for Ruben Amorim? The next few weeks will decide everything. It's not just about results anymore. It's about seeing tangible proof that his philosophy can actually work at a club like Manchester United. He needs to show he can organize a defense and solve the glaring weaknesses that have plagued his team, especially on set pieces. He has to prove he can adapt his system to stand up against elite opposition, not just stick to an idea that his players can't deliver. The Brighton game will test his tactical smarts, the Liverpool game will test his team's resilience, and the City game will test his pragmatism. He has to prove he is a coach of substance who can fix the deep-seated issues in his squad, not just a man with a philosophy. He hasn't cured the patient yet, and time is running out. These next 3 games won't just be decisive for the manager, they will set the course for the future of Manchester United.